There's a story they used to tell at a rural middle school in the mountains of Guizhou. It was the kind of place with no streetlights after sunset, where the fog came down from the hills like wet cotton and made everything smell of mildew and cold stone. The school was old, even the teachers admitted that. Some buildings had been army barracks before being converted. The oldest dormitory, called Building 3, had no heating, broken water pipes, and windows that wouldn't close properly. But the strangest thing wasn't what it looked like. It was what it sounded like. At night, when the hallways emptied and lights were out, students in Building 3 said one room hummed. Not loudly, not like a machine or a generator, more like someone humming a lullaby, slowly, tunelessly, over and over. Only at night, only if you were alone, and only in room 304. No one wanted to stay in that room, and most years they didn't have to, until a girl named Shui Lan was assigned there. Shui Lan wasn't afraid of ghost stories. She didn't believe in them. She was the top student from a village that had never sent anyone to the city. Smart, quiet, and skeptical of everything. When the dorm supervisor handed her the key to 304, she just asked, "Does the window open?" It did. Barely. Enough for air. Enough for sound. The first night passed without anything strange. The second, too. But on the third night, around 2 in the morning, Sui Lan awoke to something soft and low, like someone humming. She sat up. The sound stopped. The room was cold. She got up, checked the window. It was closed. Then she checked the door. Someone had left a small folded note just outside it. It said only one sentence: "She hums when she's lonely." Wei Lan thought it was a prank. Probably the girls from 302. They laughed too much and whispered behind hands. So she ignored it, threw the note away. The next night, it hummed again. This time, the sound came from inside her room. Not loud, just persistent. She checked under her bed. Nothing. The wardrobe. Nothing. Even behind the curtains. Nothing. But the sound stopped again the moment she looked for it. She found no note that time. Just her mirror, fogged with breath. And 3 words traced across the glass with a fingertip. Still alone. Still. She didn't sleep that night. The next day, she asked to be moved to another room. The dorm supervisor just stared at her. "You're the only one in 304? "Yes." "Then stay out of there until Ghost Festival ends. Sleep in the library if you have to. I'll talk to the headmaster." That night, Shui Lan took a blanket to the library. No humming, no fogged mirror, no notes. But she couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was waiting. After 2 nights, she went back to room 304 to grab her textbook. The air inside was colder than it should have been. Dusty. Still. She picked up her book. Underneath it, another note. "I don't want to be alone anymore." The letters were traced in black ink. Water had smudged them. It looked older than the others. That night, someone else went into room 304. Her name was Mei Yu. She was loud, cheerful, and didn't believe Shui Lan's story. "I'll prove there's no ghost," she laughed, climbing into the bed in 304. "Let's record it. We'll make everyone listen." She took her phone, hit record, shut the lights, and waited. What the phone captured was never played in full, because the next morning, Mei Yu was gone. The bed untouched, the door still locked from the inside. The only thing left was her phone. When the principal listened to the recording, his face drained of color. He deleted the file, burned incense, and sealed off the room. Mei Yu was declared a runaway, but no one believed it, especially Shui Lan. That night, she played the backup file from Mei Yu's cloud. It began with 10 minutes of silence. Then came a soft humming, faint, like wind through teeth, and then another voice, barely a whisper, layered over it. You stayed with me, so I'll stay with you. And then nothing. Room 304 was bricked shut the next week. Shui Lan transferred schools, but sometimes, when it rains in the mountains and the fog slips through the trees, someone still hums near the old dorms, quietly, waiting, and no one dares hum back.